I finally won a hand.
Trying to disappoint your wife, like you probably haven't. No, never mind. I don't know how that came out of my mouth.
Get ready for a compilation guaranteed to keep you laughing all the way to the river. Poker isn't just about strategy, big bets, and high-stakes drama. It's also packed with hilarious moments that showcase the lighter side of the game. From wild table talk to unexpected antics that leave everyone in stitches, we're counting down the funniest moments ever captured in poker history. Daniel the Joker. In our opening clip, Daniel Negreanu reminds us why he's not only one of poker's greatest players, but also one of its sharpest wits. Sitting at a high-stakes table, Daniel finds himself in the perfect setup for a joke. With the opportunity teed up so perfectly, he can't resist delivering a punchline that leaves the entire table howling. The kicker, his target is none other than an unsuspecting amateur, and the joke lands squarely at the amateur's expense. Even poker legend Doyle Brunson, known for his stoic table demeanor, can't help but burst into laughter.
A legend of poker to a guy who's a legend in his own mind. We have another Phil Hellmuth story that Daniel is telling.
And then he tweeted, like, I'm just so proud to see that Justin Timberlake's a big fan of mine. But he didn't even know who the hell he was.
Did you read the one where he's like, Jennifer Aniston didn't recognize me or something, but I'm going to be sending her or sending Sienna Miller my book.
I tell you, I hate to say it because I actually like Phil, but I think he has kind of lost it a little bit.
Yeah, I like him too.
I love Phil.
Right off the bat, Daniel Negreanu launches into a hilarious story, captivating the table with his trademark charm and wit. His knack for storytelling keeps everyone engaged, proving why he's not just a poker legend, but also one of the most entertaining personalities in the game.
Doyle doesn't love that hand. David's out. The loose cannon raises to 1,200. Action folds around to Daniel.
You got it.
Who folds?
We're really having some problems getting into hands together here.
Well, he knows that your wife wants him to bust you, so he's just staying out of your way, so that won't happen.
Trying to disappoint your wife, like you probably haven't. No, never mind.
Whoa, Daniel Negreanu just went there. With a perfectly timed punchline, he ventures into risky territory, cracking a joke about someone's wife. It's the kind of moment that could go terribly wrong, but leave it to Daniel to navigate it like a pro. Lucky for him, his charisma works wonders. Everyone at the table erupts into laughter, including the person he's teasing.
I don't know how that came out of my mouth.
Watch out, she's German. She's going to be here in a few hours.
That was gold there.
You're on your own.
I mean, that was so impromptu.
Score one for Daniel. Doyle gets the assist just because.
And there you have it, the perfect balance of humor and high-stakes poker drama. Daniel Negreanu's quick wit and bold joke remind us why he's as much of a showman as he is a champion. Whether he's stacking chips or cracking jokes, Daniel knows how to steal the spotlight. What did you think of Daniel's zinger? Did it go too far, or was it all in good fun? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want more hilarious poker moments like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. That's a strong fold. In this clip, we dive into a classic moment of pro versus amateur poker magic. On one side, we have Lex Veldhuis, a seasoned professional with years of high-stakes experience under his belt. On the other, an unsuspecting amateur, blissfully unaware of the masterclass in mind games they're about to witness. What makes this hand unforgettable? Lex's completely unconventional and surprisingly hilarious decision to fold.
Ace-10 suited for Todd in the small blind. Calls.
Thought you were gonna raise.
No, I mean, I can't. That's.
Yeah.
King-Queen for the loose cannon.
Should be an easy defend from the big blind.
Wah-wah-wee-wah.
How about a re-raise to 5,400?
He just squeezed an under-the-gun raise and a call from the tightest player at the table. I think the loose cannon may have just gone nutty.
Lex calls. Todd folds.
Lex calls because he has the patent on nut.
Wow, Lex makes the call with an unexpectedly weak hand. This is either a moment of sheer genius or a recipe for disaster. Let's see how he navigates the upcoming streets. Will he use his skill and instincts to outplay his opponent, or will this risky move backfire? Either way, it's bound to be entertaining.
Buddy.
It was the best hand.
There goes the best hand.
This is probably true. At least from my end.
Todd's absolutely right. He did fold the best hand.
9 tray 5.
Easy game.
Don't shoot. Lex hated his hand so much he folded out of turn.
We'll call the. What were you gonna bet for the stats purposes?
Yeah, you're going to mess up the stats
For
people.
stats purposes?
For stats purposes, you were gonna bet
400.
Put an asterisk next.
And that's why Lex Veldhuis remains one of poker's most beloved pros, not just for his skill, but for his ability to keep the game fun and engaging. His unconventional fold may have cost him the hand, but it created a moment of pure joy that everyone at the table and watching at home will remember for years to come. I didn't have anything. Up next, we've got a classic showdown between the charismatic Kevin Hart and poker legend Daniel Negreanu. Kevin may not have the poker resume of his opponent, but his ability to turn any moment into pure comedy is unmatched. In this hand, Kevin shows that his sense of humor has no bounds on or off the felt. And trust us, when the cards are revealed, it's Kevin's reaction that steals the show.
Is he serious? Is he playing? I don't know, but I like him. I do it in a way to where no matter what, you're gonna like me afterwards.
Serious question.
Time. I need some time. Daniel's in the hand?
Yes, sir. Come get it.
Yeah! I'm about to beat Daniel. Oh my God. Just a little raise. 300 on top.
Just 3.
Just 3.
Okay, just because it's you.
Oh, jeez.
The water is warm. The water is warm. The water is warm. Come get in the pool. Come get in this pool.
Bad call.
Come swim
Yeah,
in
so
the
is
pool.
this. Don't worry.
Bad
This was equally bad.
Kevin Hart is a national treasure. This hand has already had laughing and cheering and clapping before we have even seen a flop.
Magic. This is it.
This is it.
Yeah, it's the mind games.
3-way to the flop. A pair for Daniel.
Oh!
Check.
Stop it. Stop it.
He really is hilarious.
This is tough, man. 'Cause I told you this is where I get confused. Pre-flop, I knew what to do. But then after the flop,
Then
this
we
is where I
missed.
get-
You're like, wow, do I keep bluffing or not?
All right, I'll check. I'll check.
Oh, I screwed this hand up
I'll
already.
check.
Should have led for 50.
2 ways Kevin can make a straight now.
Oh, I screwed this
Perfect.
hand up so bad. 200. 200 bucks. I really screwed up. I should have just bet 15.
It's a little surprising to hear Daniel say that he really screwed up in the middle of a hand, especially with a weak pair. And Kevin Hart is savvy enough to realize Daniel isn't joking.
1500 on the
I
flop.
think I could have less equity than I have right now.
I could have bet 15 on the flop.
Pretty
You
amazing.
coming? You coming? All right.
I'm in there.
All right.
I'm in the pool.
200.
The river card is an ace. Daniel's still good.
Oh, shoot.
Don't do that.
That's really bad for me. Check.
You're a liar.
You got ace.
You're a liar.
You got ace.
You're a liar.
Well, go ahead. Bet if you got an ace. Don't bet too much, though, so I'll run away.
I won't bet too much then.
You grab him deep.
I won't bet.
That's
600.
way come
That's
on,
not-
man. I'm not. I really have a weak hand. 50 bucks I would have gave you. Can't give you anything.
He's folded the best hand.
I bluffed Daniel! I didn't have anything! I missed everything! And I bet it like I had it! Yeah! Everybody, I just bluffed Daniel!
You did.
Kevin Hart didn't just bluff Daniel, he sold it so well, even he couldn't stop laughing about it. As if winning the pot wasn't enough, Kevin takes it to another level, cracking up and gleefully announcing to everyone that he didn't have anything. It's the perfect combination of poker skill and comedic genius, proving that Kevin Hart can turn even big money moments into a laugh out loud spectacle. What's the deal? In this clip, we witness a hilarious moment that could only happen at the poker table. A crafty dealer decides to have a little fun, pulling off a prank so convincing that it leaves one player thinking they've lost a massive hand. The reaction? Absolute gold with the entire table, including Daniel Negreanu bursting into laughter.
Gertavoy in good position to double up here.
Still 2 more. I think you're okay. That's my feeling inside is you're fine. But if I'm not, you know.
Just has to fade an ace on the river.
8 of clubs, I think.
I'm sure for Sal's wishing he would stop picking up such good hands.
What's so funny about that? On the surface, it looks like a routine all-in situation. A straightforward hand with no surprises.
Boy gets the double up.
Wait, what's for Sal up to here?
But, oh.
He switched the kings.
The old switcheroo.
No, he flips it on you.
That was so cruel. Hook, line, and sinker.
The dealer's clever card switch had everyone fooled, but the lighthearted prank turned into a moment of pure comedy. Even the victim couldn't help but laugh once they realized they'd actually won the hand. It's moments like these that remind us poker isn't just about the cards. It's about the unforgettable memories at the table. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stick around for more hilarious poker moments. What the Hellmuth? In this clip, we dive into one of the most satisfying moments in poker for everyone except Phil Hellmuth. Facing off against an amateur loose cannon onto the big game, Phil finds himself in the kind of situation that makes poker fans gleeful, an underdog taking on the poker brat. As the hand progresses, it becomes clear that the poker gods have decided to have a little fun at Phil's expense.
3 other players into this pot.
The flop 9-10-9 trip 9s for Hellmuth.
Phil has flopped the Hellmuth out of it. Our loose cannon Ernest is in big trouble if he can't get away from this, and honestly, Chris, I don't see how he'll be able to.
Tony G is checked on over to Phil Hellmuth.
That flop looks like you, doesn't it?
No, Phil, I look like me.
Ernest very confident.
17,000.
Phil bets 17,000.
If you look like me, why you bet so much?
Ernest is actually asking the right question, but isn't looking for an answer.
Wow.
All he can see are those 2 kings.
$36,000.
I love you, Ernest.
I try to gamble, I just can't.
Doyle folds.
I was gonna race. I'm so sick.
Tony G's out.
Uh-oh, the loose cannon has definitely made a misstep here. It would be absurd for Phil to fold this one.
What are you gonna do if I move in? You gonna call?
Phil, of course I have no choice but to, my brother.
You got aces or kings or something, or what?
Man, if I had aces or kings, man, I'd be the man right now, wouldn't I?
This is why this show's so fun.
Boy, oh boy, I don't think I have a choice here. This is so sick. All right, I guess I'm all in.
I call. Kings.
I got 3 9s.
You gotta be kidding me. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah,
What were you slow rolling him for?
Here, man.
Maybe at 10's full. I mean, he was so happy.
That was so unreal.
That was torture.
I didn't mean to slow roll. Hold on, how many times you want to deal?
Phil takes his time, almost theatrically, before calling, a borderline slow roll. His hand is so strong that folding was never an option. The players agree to run it 4 times, a rare choice that guarantees maximum drama as fate takes the reins.
You want to deal it 4 times or what?
4 times?
Yeah, it gives you a better chance to win.
Damn sure do. Cool. Run them out, baby.
All right, 4 times.
4 times, need 2 kings. Wow, that's about 50-50.
Spade, queen, jack.
Hey, run a jack.
Spade.
Hey, run a runner.
So we'll see the turn and river 4 times with each pot worth a shade under 50 grand. Run number 1, a jack of hearts.
Queen. Yeah, queen, king.
The river, an ace of diamonds. Round 1 goes to Hellmuth.
Phil Hellmuth is filled up and made a full house. He's locked up at least 25% of this pot.
Winning the first run out is always a confidence booster, but with 3 more turns and rivers still to come, the outcome is far from certain.
Run 2. The turn, a king.
There we go. Full house. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Get me down.
If you're in it twice, you
Get
got
me
your money back.
down. Oh, damn, I said 4 times, though. Damn, didn't I? Holy snap. I got to stand back up now. I thought it was only twice. Come on.
The river's a 3.
15% dog. Ernest has won the second pot.
So that's cool. I'm feeling good right now. Well,
You're still alive. You're still alive.
that's the only thing.
Our loose cannon will stick around. Round 3, a 7 of spades.
Everybody's rooting for a spade.
He can now hit a king or a spade to win this run.
Get me down.
The river, it is a spade.
God damn.
Spade, up 2-1.
Hey.
That's the loose cannon. He's up 2-1.
Why did you go for 4 times? You went for.
Hey, man, I was thinking of more house, man.
Oh, this is like slow roll. One more time. One more time. Put a king ball out there.
Ernest Wiggins has now won half the pot.
Well, that went pretty poorly for Phil. Shockingly, Phil takes it all in stride, showing a rare moment of grace as he congratulates his opponent with a smile and even a hug.
This is the thing right here. This is it right here, man. This is like the action right here.
Hellmuth loves you.
Yeah, I really like it.
Come on, one more. King.
The final run.
Ernest's odds continue to get worse and worse, but Phil looks sick anyway.
A queen on the turn.
Jack. There's a jack.
You want a jack? That
Jack,
would be
king.
sick.
King or a jack? One time. There's what? 3 jacks left?
Right now.
The final river card. It's a king.
That's real. He hit 3 out of 4. He hit 3 out of 4.
That's
with the worst hand. Why is everyone so happy except Phil? That's what I'm talking about. Huh?
Oh, yeah. That'll work, man. Yeah.
If you do it once, you lose a whole lot. And every time you did it an extra time, you want a higher percent.
Phil Hellmuth, struck by lightning not once, not twice, but 3 times in a single hand. Watching the poker brat unravel as the amateur rakes in the pot is pure poker gold. The room's energy shifts to outright glee as everyone revels in Phil's misfortune. It's a moment where the bad luck couldn't have picked a better target. Stay tuned for more epic poker moments that remind us why this game is as thrilling as it is unpredictable. Oh, gross! Our next clip is an absolute gem featuring the loose cannon from the previous hand, now squaring off against none other than Daniel Negreanu. Known for his table talk and uncanny ability to read opponents, Daniel decides it's the perfect time to pull off a big bluff at the wrong time. What unfolds is a hilarious exchange that not only exposes Daniel's ambitious play, but also has the entire table cracking up.
Daniel's gonna draw to his straight. 4 of spades on the turn and the cannon's filled up.
Gonzalez cannon continues to run like Godzalez cannon. Now it looks like Daniel's loading up for a bet. He might think he can blow Gonzo off his hand with a donk bet.
Makes it 4,500.
And it might actually work most of the time, but huffing and bluffing can rarely blow a full house down.
I never bluff.
All right, Robo, come in.
Now I have no move left.
I'm leaving.
Tony's off to start practicing his jumper, I guess.
Back on the cannon. Just calls.
I really like the smooth call by the cannon. He can let Daniel think he's just got top pair or a draw.
River 8 of diamonds.
Daniel missed his straight, but since everything else missed, he might think he can take Gonzo off his hand.
And this bluff is a $16,500 donation to the Cannon family.
This is definitely uncharacteristic of Daniel. His reads are usually razor sharp, but here he is attempting to bluff the loose cannon off a monster hand. It's a bold move, but let's be real. Trying to push someone off a full house is like trying to empty the ocean with a spoon. Good luck with that one, Daniel.
Relief fund.
Wow. Big blind, big blind, big blind, big blind, big blind.
Since you've been so friendly about showing a card, I'm also going to show you one card. Okay? Let's see if this is the one. All right.
Daniel shows a 5.
You get one card and one card only.
I've made a huge mistake. Daniel's just blown any chance he had of not getting raised here. This guy makes a huge hand, gets bet into, and then a pro shows him the losing hand. This is unreal lucky.
What would you? Oh, I should have literally. You can't raise. That's mean.
34% Viffer's right to laugh. This is ridiculous.
Cannon stacking chips. There's the raise.
Oh, gross. What the hell is going on?
To 61.5.
That just made it all worth it, right there.
Oh, hang on.
Viffer, you agree, right? That was...
And Gonzo looks like he's about to explode.
The problem is I cannot call. So I have to fold.
Daniel Negreanu caught red-handed in one of the most memorable bluffs gone wrong. His face says it all as the loose cannon shoves in a monster re-raise that immediately has the table cracking up. It's the classic hand caught in the cookie jar moment, and it's hard not to laugh along with the rest of the table. Even Daniel can't help but laugh at himself, proving once again why he's not just one of the greatest players, but also one of the most entertaining personalities in the game. I need an ace. In this clip, we witness how even the smallest details can steal the spotlight at the poker table. Two players are all in, and one of them is desperately behind, putting his hopes in the hands of fate. Enter his lucky charm, his wife, cheering him on from the sidelines. With the kind of enthusiasm that only a supportive partner can bring, she begins chanting for an ace. Or at least that's what she's saying. Her heavy accent turns a high-stakes moment into pure comedy gold, leaving the commentators, the table, and even her husband in stitches.
Sorrentino. Kolkovich folds. Paniak has jacks.
This guy is across all the yaks. He is pan-yak. He is also pan-jack and definitely not folding.
He calls out to the small blind. Nardan folds the big blind. The cards go on their backs. And Caroline is already calling for an ace.
She's definitely saying ass, right? Or maybe that's just what we want to hear. Either way, it's impossible to ignore how hilarious this moment is becoming. The whole table is struggling to keep a straight face, and you can feel the secondhand embarrassment creeping in.
Sorry. I'm so sorry for you. Even Paniak's tickled.
No ass.
Okay, even the commentators have confirmed she's shouting ass. She's shouting ass, loud and proud, completely oblivious to how it's landing with the crowd, players, and even her husband. It's the kind of wholesome, unintentional comedy that only poker can deliver, and it's instantly iconic.
Maybe the turn?
She's a machine.
We are gonna lose Davide Katai unless there is an ass on the river. Boom!
Whoa! What the actual? This is fairly unbelievable.
Against all odds, her chant actually works, delivering the miracle card her husband desperately needed. But the real highlight, everyone at the table, including her husband, is laughing uncontrollably as they realize she's been chanting for an ass the entire time. It's a moment of pure poker magic, combining both luck and laughter in a way only this game can. This lucky charm proved she's got the power to deliver, just maybe not quite how she intended. That's a slow roll. In this hilarious hand, we've got two skilled players going head-to-head with less than stellar hands. When Tony G misreads the situation and thinks he's lost, what follows is a mix of confusion and comedy. His reaction has the entire table in stitches, proving that even the pros can have a moment of utter hilarity when the chips are down.
Okay.
Tony calls.
What'd you pick up on this? What'd you pick up? An ace-jack or something? Why was it such a weak raise?
Queen 7 deuce. Tony checks. Vanessa checks.
I check again. I think I like checking.
Tony checks in the dark.
Okay.
Vanessa checks. 9 on the river.
I check.
Check.
You win.
King high.
King high, no.
You can't say you win then.
How do you say you win? You have ace high. That's a slow roll.
That's not so. She re-raised me. She raised.
She could have 8, 7.
That's messed up.
That was a slow roll. What, you can't have king jack?
That is
King jack's around. You can't play that hand again.
Tony G's expression changes from disbelief to shock when he realizes his ace high is actually good. The table erupts with laughter. It's not every day you see a slow roll that's purely accidental, and one that leaves everyone, including Tony, cracking up. This hand is a perfect reminder that poker isn't just about winning, it's about the unforgettable moments along the way. I finally won a hand. In our final clip, the ever-entertaining businessman Bill Perkins squares off against none other than the poker brat himself, Phil Hellmuth. Known for his lighthearted antics and infectious energy, Bill brings a unique flavor to every table he sits at. When Perkins finally secures a rare victory in this hand, he doesn't just win the pot, he steals the show with a celebration that has the whole table laughing. Of course, there's one person at the table who isn't quite as amused. Can you guess who?
Who's gonna win?
Lock calls.
I'm just gonna win this one.
Phil does tend to run pretty good on the big game.
Pocket kings for the businessman.
How about the pot?
Bill Perkins comes in with the pot.
Little pottage.
Pottage in the cottage.
Pottage.
In the cottage.
Perkins has raised it up to 4,200. Cannon out of the way.
Phil Hellmuth could be in some real trouble here.
How much do you have there anyway?
What is it?
Nothing.
You keep saying not much, and this is a 25K chip, kid.
Nothing. I don't know. They're coming to take me away.
40.
These two are on a collision course.
All right, I raised the pot too.
Hiya!
I think Phil min raised, hoping for this opportunity. Whoops.
I actually believe now.
We've got a classic cooler on our hands, pocket queens facing off against pocket kings. It's the kind of setup that sends chills down any player's spine. And of course, Bill Perkins, with his wacky and unpredictable personality, isn't going to make Phil's decision any easier.
I believe.
Lock folds to Hellmuth's raise to 14,400, and the action's back on Perkins.
What are my choices? Ship it, call, or fold. I re-raised the pot. All right, I'm all in. I'm all in. It's all in. Okay. Aces or? I got queens. I have kings.
Holy cow.
Poor Phil Hellmuth.
Your choice. I mean, let's just run it once, I guess. Go.
They're gonna run it once.
No safety nets here. It's almost refreshing to see the players decide to run it just once. No chopped pots, no second chances, just pure, unfiltered poker drama.
I decided in advance I'm only going to run it once today.
You know what? Poker should get back to this one-time thing. It's so manly. It's like the West. We're going to go find gold and go into the West and run it one time.
That one almost actually kind of made sense. His meds must be kicking in.
So Bill Perkins all in and in a great position to double up. Flop. 6-5-8, all hearts.
Oh, and Phil Locke would have flopped a straight with a straight flush redraw. Hi-ya!
Perkins way in the lead.
No more outs on the flop and only backdoor chop possibilities. Things are looking bad for Phil.
Turn. Ace of diamonds.
Phil now looking for a queen and only a queen, else he's going to double up Bill Perkins and be left with a teensy-weensy stack himself.
To the river. 10 of clubs, and Perkins is going to double up.
Nice hand. Thank you.
Perkins seems kind of reserved, being that he just doubled up, no?
Ta-da! I finally won a hand. I got like a couple more of those before I'm back in the game.
Phil Hellmuth sits stone-faced, clearly unimpressed by the theatrics. Perkins, ever the showman, doubles down on his celebration, leaving Phil to stew in his frustration. Thanks for watching, and to stay up to date with all the biggest poker fights, hilarious moments, and sickest suck out, make sure to like and subscribe.